Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a little different than usual. As you may know, if you watch my videos, I have severe acne. The problem with that is I buy a lot of foundation. Now that is also a good thing, but at the same time it's a lot of money sometimes, and so I really like to stick it to Drugstore. And I'm here today to show you some drugstore foundations and what I think of them, the coverage, etc. Kind of just brief you on them, and these are all my own opinions, and if you have a different opinion, I'd love to actually hear it. If you love the ones that I hate, let me know your experience with it, and if you hate the ones I love, same thing. I would love to hear it down below, so let me know, and if you want to see that, keep watching. Thank you, bye. Okay, so the first foundation I'm going to be talking about is the Maybelline Superstay foundation. Just looks like that. The packaging is actually pretty nice. It just doesn't have a pump, which kind of peeves me. I do have two because the color selection isn't so great in my opinion. I find that the porcelain ivory is too pink. That's the color I have, by the way, porcelain ivory, and sand beige is a little too yellow. So I mixed them together and it creates a decent color for me. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. So basically what it says is it's a Micro Flex Formula Foundation. On the back it said it withstands heat, sweat, and humidity, zero transfer so it won't rub off, flexible, breathable, all-day comfort, oil-free, and suitable for all skin types. My opinions on this foundation is it will not rub off. It is very true. I hugged my boyfriend and he was wearing a white shirt and it did not come off on him. Mind you though, I did set it with powder. When my skin is dry, I don't set it with a powder. When it is oily, I definitely do, just because my nose is really oily. Otherwise, I don't really put powder over the other areas as much because I don't need it. It dries fast, not too fast, but when you use it, you're going to have to work with it decently. I like to set it with Fix Plus and then do another layer. Fix Plus just sets your makeup and dries it a little bit quicker even, so in the morning when I'm in a rush, it just helps me kind of layer on a little more in the places where I need it. It does oxidize just a little bit, which kind of annoys me. Which oxidizing means basically is the foundation just gets darker and darker as you use it. So what I find is when I use the sand beige is basically I look really dark at the end of the day. And I like to use it with a damp sponge, definitely. I use my little dupe of a beauty blender sometimes, or just a regular sponge that's like triangle. Kind of, this one's dirty, but like this. So the next foundation I'm going to be talking about is the Revlon Photoready foundation. The color I have is 002 Vanilla. I love it because it has a pump and it's great for when you're traveling as well because you don't have to worry about it spilling all over the place. So what it says, perfect airbrush skin in any light, complete coverage, oil-free, fragrance-free. My overall thoughts on this foundation, and honestly, like, I've done a foundation routine with it and it was quite popular, but at the same time it didn't exactly show in full how the foundation really works for me. So basically, the way I see it, this foundation is awesome when my skin is more clear. The coverage on it isn't completely full, and I feel that somebody with less acne would really benefit from this. A lot of people complain about the shimmer in it. I personally did not mind. The color selection's great. I really like that, and like I said, I love the packaging, and I feel that it does not oxidize on my skin at all. It doesn't get darker throughout the day. It never creates a foundation line, and it is not a very matte finish. It's pretty dewy, so if you like a matte finish, definitely set it with a powder. It is great for people with all skin types, I would say. Just the fact that if you have oily skin, definitely set it with a powder, and I use a primer with it as well. The next foundation I'm going to talk about is the Revlon Colorstay foundation. This has been super talked about on YouTube if you watch videos about foundation reviews and everything, just because of its really full coverage. A lot of people hate it though, and a lot of people love it. So I'm going to tell you what I think. First of all, the packaging. Not too much of a fan of it just because it doesn't have a pump and it makes me take way too much on the back of my hand. So my color is 150 buff, SPF 6 is for combination oily skin, and the claims on the back say it wears up to 16 hours for a flawless look and a lightweight feel. The Revlon Colorstay foundation I find is awesome, and I did find a video where a girl said that the Maybelline Dream Mousse liquid foundation, something like that, pump fits on that. I saw that like a year ago though, so I'm not really sure if it does work. The coverage is full. I love it, and I feel like it is not as much of a buildable coverage. It goes on pretty heavy, pretty thick, and it's not really a kind of lightweight feel like they say. It is heavy. So if you don't like that, don't try that. Okay, so next off is this Clean Finish 100% Poreless Foundation by Rimmel. It's a foundation that has vitamins A and E in it, and it says you're going to look 100% poreless. The color I have, soft beige. So it says, look 100% flawless for a natural even complexion. Lightweight for a clean, fresh finish with vitamins A and E, plus antioxidants, fragrance-free, dermatologist tested. So I'm going to show you this weird little thing it has inside of it, which I actually am kind of a fan for just dotting it on my face. But once again, no pump. I don't understand how foundation companies or companies in general don't get that we like pumps. So just like that, it's a spatula and it has the foundation on. You basically like dot it on your face. Some people, I've seen them try to just apply it like that. Not gonna work. Apply it on your face, dot it on, whatever. Buff it out with a brush. Oxidizes. So annoying. Like, I want to find a foundation that just stays the same all day. If you guys have recommendations, please tell me. I would be so happy, so comment that below. And my thoughts though, the coverage is awesome. Is that even a word? No. The coverage is awesome. Reminds me a lot of the Revlon Colorstay, and I feel like it is kind of weird though. When I try to build the coverage, it like, how does this make sense? Put it on with a stippling brush, and I was stippling it on my face, and I set it with the Fix Plus, waiting for it to dry. And then I tried to put another layer of coverage, and then it felt like it started to come off. Overall, good foundation. I think that for people who want to build their coverage, don't even bother. For people that have more light, light acne, like not so bad, this could work for you. Like if you just have some little breakouts here and there, this will work for you. If you have severe acne. So the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation. It's like they had to go 1 hour over just to beat all the other ones, right? So it is in the color True Ivory. This does not look ivory to me. Naturally flawless, hydrating and lightweight feel. Sweat, heat, and humidity proof for up to 25 hours. Transfer resistant. Enriched with a revitalizing mineral complex and moisturizing aqua primer. Skin feels energized and hydrated all day. The way I see it, this foundation is really nice, and it can also be really hated. Basically, you open it up and it's very messy. It comes out in the lid and it looks just like that. It's a little squeezy tube. Then you smell it and the fragrance is so strong. The coverage is great. It's probably medium, and then you can build it up to a full. And it does not last 25 hours. I've tested it. I don't even know exactly why I was awake for 25 hours. I'm just one of those people who have insomnia and cannot sleep. I think that this foundation actually doesn't oxidize, and if it does, I don't notice it because the color, it works for me decently. It's not ivory though, I'll tell you that much, like it says it is. Honestly, none of the foundations I have showed so far have broken me out. I will show you the ones that do though, don't worry. So this is the Almay Pure Blends foundation, and it is in the color Ivory. 97.4% natural, SPF 20, hypoallergenic, and then all it does on the back is say makeup, apply prior to sun exposure. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I hate this. Like, why did I buy this? Ugh. I just saw it in the store and I ran out of foundation. I was in Winners, and then I was like, hey, I gotta get a new foundation. But this doesn't cover anything. It's like putting basically not even a tinted moisturizer. Like, it doesn't really give you much coverage. It's really light reflecting. But if you're looking for something that's just for, I don't know, morning classes or even afternoon classes, whatever, night classes, and it's only for a few hours, it'll do fine for you. But it's really shiny looking. It smells weird, and the color, it just oxidizes and smudges and melts off your face, and it's just a big no-no for me. Okay, so the next foundation is this Covergirl TruBlend foundation in the color 1. I know it's really worn off. It was like, I got this maybe a year and a half ago, and I honestly can say I don't use it anymore. I actually was going to throw it out the other day, but I kept it in the sake of this video. So, color 1-410, classic ivory. I can barely read this, and it says with blendable minerals. Yep, the back is totally scratched off, but all it says is the ingredients, so you do not need to worry about that. And packaging wise, comes off. This is the pump, and I'm PO'd because I broke the pump. It isn't super blendable in my opinion. I know it's called TruBlend, but you need quite a fair amount to even make this go anywhere. This is, once again, kind of like a tinted moisturizer, a little bit less coverage. What I want to say about it basically is if you have a nice complexion, maybe some discoloration, maybe like, I don't know, a couple pimples here and there, it'll do fine for you. Set it with a powder if you have oily skin, set it with a powder if you have dry skin, because otherwise it's going to come off your face, and when somebody hugs you, it's going to go in their shirt. But both of these both of these foundations broke me out. Why do foundations break people out? Well, there's lots of reasons, right? But basically, it's so annoying when a foundation breaks you out and you're having a good skin day and then the next day your face looks like poo. So these broke me out. So this is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. This is in the color Light 2, Classic Ivory. Texture's so weird. Look at this. Isn't that weird? You like take it off. I don't even know, it's like a mousse. You like put it on the back of your hand. It blends pretty good. It is pretty dark for me right now. It's weird. What I have to say about this foundation is it is really interesting. Like, it's one of those things, like, if I had a better color, this color isn't perfect for me just because this was a summer foundation. If the color was better for me, I would be in love with it just because the coverage is just really, it's weird. I can't even explain it. It is definitely like a medium to full. It could be super light if you put on like a tiny amount, but it's not like a concealer. You don't just put it on the areas, like you put it on your face, you blend it, and it blends super easily. I really like this foundation. What I think about it though is it lasts for quite a long time, and it goes to a powder finish, which is awesome when you have oily skin. But if you have dry skin, don't recommend it, because when I have eczema and I wear this, the flakes show, and I hate that look. So if you like that look, go for it. But I don't. Okay, so this was the saddest day when I realized that pretty much all stores have discontinued this, but I'm going to show it to you anyways, just in case you have it wherever you live. This is the TruBlend Whipped Foundation by Covergirl in the color number 1, and it doesn't have any claims as well, but the packaging's kind of like the other one, a little different, kind of comparison. This one's flatter. It's like gone basically. There's like a tiny amount in there. This is my all-time favorite foundation. I actually put it on with a blush brush. I know that sounds really weird, but I loved the coverage. It was perfect for me. It looked so natural. I didn't even set it with a powder. I really wish Covergirl would bring it back. If anyone like knows one of the people that work at Covergirl, whatever, right, like deal with the makeup, please tell them that I want it back. It's so good. If you do have it though, I will recommend it for all skin types, because when you have dry skin, it's not going to show your flakes as long as you moisturize and prime your face beforehand. And I am honestly in love with it. I wish I could have bought more before they discontinued it. If you do know any place that sells it, let me know. And that is all I have to show you guys for today. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you have an awesome day. Please remember to thumbs up the video down below, and also please subscribe to my channel just up there, totally free for you to do. You'll just see when my new videos are up. And hello to all of my new subscribers. I got a whopping like 70 something in the last couple days, and I'm so happy that I'm gonna cry. Okay, sorry, I totally had like a girl moment there, whatever. I'm totally happy with all of you just talking to me and interacting with me. It's awesome. I feel like I made a whole bunch of new friends now, got my little YouTube channel going, and I would appreciate it if you see this video and you aren't subscribed. If you like what you see, please check out my other videos, and if you like those, just remember to click subscribe, and then you'll see when all my new videos are up. So I hope you have a really awesome day, guys. Bye!